What is up, everybody? Tomoverse here today. So apparently, Sony. This is the big rumor. It's not confirmed, just a rumor, just to clarify. But apparently, Sony is planning to counterpunch or counterreact to the Xbox Game Pass membership service. And this was the this is not a surprise to me, but it's a surprise to me to others because they say that I think it was maybe it was Jim Ryan who said that this Game Pass is unsustainable. But I'm looking like, are you kidding me? It's like everybody in the gaming industry is talking about Game Pass right now. How about how great of a service it is? I don't see anybody in the gaming industry crapping on Game Pass or gamers in general. Only gamers that are crapping on Game Pass is the Sony diehard extremists. Those are only people who are saying Game Pass is a terrible service. But other than that, everybody loves Game Pass. So the article says that Microsoft has managed to transform Xbox Game Pass into the spearhead of its gaming operations over the past few years and has become a subscription service that Sony simply can't ignore. So, what's the plan for a PlayStation perspective? Well, according to PlayStation veteran God of War creator David Jaffe, he made God of War and he made Twisted Metal series, I believe. And he says he now provides regular commentary on the gaming industry via his YouTube channel. Sony has is planning some kind of counterpunch. Speaking in a recent video, as is transcribed by VGC, Jaffe shares his thoughts on Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan, who has been recently put in the firing line of hardcore fans based on PlayStation assumed direction. They have been talking about Jim Ryan for the last almost month consistently about his bad decisions. Yeah, so he is definitely not in the. He is definitely not a good favorite with the Sony diehards. They don't like what he's doing. I've said time and time again, the people who are writing Jim Ryan's obituary are way premature, says Jaffe. We had the guy on the show yesterday. Uh, we had the guy. Oh, they had Jim Ryan on the show? Okay. Oh, yesterday they made the petition to fire Jim Ryan. I was like, dude, that's way premature because Jim Ryan doesn't owe anybody. Sony doesn't owe anybody the truth about what's coming and what's their counterpunch to Game Pass is. Jaffe then elaborates on the Game Pass situation. What I can tell you is that I know they are doing some stuff because I know people at Sony who have told me that they are doing some stuff. There will be a response to Game Pass. And you can pretty much view Jaffe as a credible source because he used to work at PlayStation. I'm pretty sure he has some connections in the gaming industry because of he made big games like God of War and Twisted Metal. He still has some a big name in the gaming industry. So I kind of believe what he's saying, to be honest. I think he's a credible source. We're inclined to believe Jaffe, especially since Jim Ryan has previously hinted that a reaction to Game Pass would happen at some point. That was back in November of last year when Ryan said there's actually news to come, but just not today. It's certainly an interesting time for PlayStation, as highlighted in a recent. Okay, yeah, so they might be doing a counter reaction to Game Pass. I thought that's what PS Now was originally. It's like they can make PS Now just as good as Game Pass, or just get rid of the whole streaming stuff, or at least make the streaming games, the PS3 and PS2 games they got on a streaming service, make it so that you can download those games and actually just download and play those games. And that's the easy solution. And bring those older games they're gearing up all those older stores like the PS3, PS Vita, and PSP stores on the PS Now service, and just make it be downloadable as well. It's like you instantly got the ammunition to go to this Game Pass right there. You don't even gotta do the whole day one Sony exclusive thing. You can do it occasionally do some of them, but you don't gotta do the real main one. It's like they can easily combat Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass with very little effort. So I don't know what they're doing at that company. It's like I'm not a big a marketing guy, but I can see how they get easily counter Game Pass with ease. But let's read some of these responses. So he says, Jaffe likes to talk a lot, but I kind of like him, and while not at Sony anymore, I'm sure he does remain close with many of those people. I'll only be in favor of this if it provides the means to access classic games, brand new titles being dumped on services like this. It doesn't sit well with me. My guess, the unification of Plus and Now, plus maybe a free way to access some of the 3, 2, and 1 content from the store they are closing. Yeah, that's all I'm saying too. It makes the most sense. Consolidation seems like it would save Sony some money and organizational headaches, while also providing fans with a much broader service. This seems like the smartest thing to me. Like, just bring those older games on the PS Now service, and you can just download those games. There you go. You actually got Game Pass competition right there. Well, this doesn't surprise me. They had to do something otherwise. They will end up losing the majority of their player base. I don't expect brand new IPs to come day one to the service, but what I do expect is new third-party games to be added day one. All PlayStation exclusives last gen to be added, new first-party titles to be added after 6 months, like EA Access does, PS Now and PS Plus merger, Android/Apple Cloud apps games to be lowered to $60 and sack Jim Ryan. Please make it happen. I like how you said and sack Jim Ryan at the end. That's pretty funny. I can't be the only one who feels online optics are often given far more importance than they deserve. Not just in this case, but generally speaking. Sure, they matter to a few extreme people and the loudmouth pitchfork mobs of Twitter, but sane people in most business just tend to ignore those. Yeah, I don't think most like oh yeah I think it's just like really the diehard people who are the real vocal about it. The situation with Jim Ryan. Um, yeah, I don't think the average consumer really cares that much about Jim Ryan. They already do have an answer to Game Pass. It's called PlayStation Now, and it's not that great and isn't available in a lot of countries. I actually think Sony needs to cut their losses with the PS3 games on Now. They didn't even gotta do it. All they gotta do is make those PS3 games be downloadable. That's all they gotta do. It's like I would have PlayStation Now if I didn't have to stream those games. But I could just download those games. I would play PlayStation Now. I would have that probably over Game Pass, but I'm not streaming those games, so they lost me as a potential customer with that nonsense. So now, as this is probably the main reason it's not available worldwide, do many people really stream those games? I'd imagine it's not huge numbers. The way they can have a service like Game Pass, which is download only games, and have the money saved from paying to have PS3 games, they can put towards better PS4/PS5 games on Now. I will believe it when it happens. Just merge PS Plus with PS Now and make every game downloadable. Good idea right there. I doubt their Game Pass equivalent would provide first-party games day one, but rather they would be added after an indeterminate length of time. Games in the PS Plus collection will be included, plus those that aren't currently part of it. Okay. Probably add a lot of games from their existing portfolio, do the key deals with third-party developers, and include online play. Is it too little too late though? He has the horse. I already left the stable. Okay. Sounds more like damage control. I really hope that Sony can regain the trust they lost in these previous days. It's really a worrying situation if all these reports are true. I'm going to laugh when all the Sony Game Pass haters sign up to Sony's equipment day one. Yeah, that will happen. Like these people who said they hate Game Pass, how it's bad for gaming. If Sony did the equivalent to a Game Pass, they just made strictly like Game Pass, they're going to be the first ones to sign up to it. We already know these guys are hypocrites. And to start singing its praises, haha, it'll be marvelous. There's a lot of hypocrites out there. Yeah, you know it. Definitely a lot of hypocrisy out here. Sony putting all their eggs into the success basket actually makes the Game Pass alternative financially viable. Okay. Game Pass is a good value for some people, mainly parents for their kids. But for me, I look at Game Pass library and wonder, what does it have that I want to play that I can't on PS5? Something to zero. Because their exclusives are lagging so desperately. There is maybe the odd indie game I would have to go to test that I wouldn't risk buying, but not at that monthly subscription cost. I think the best I can find that I want to play was Rage 2 years old. Okay. I don't see this point right here. Like, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't buy every game when it comes out. Like, I don't get this comment right here. Sony has been removing a lot of excess fat as of late and trimming everything right down. I think it's fairly obvious something's coming. They need to merge PS Plus and PS Now and do something similar to Game Pass. If there was more consoles available right now, I think Xbox would be catching up and with all the good press they have. Okay, a lot of people making that statement. They need to merge PS Plus and PS Now. I guess it's only help the consumer. It's like you don't gotta pay for less services. So yeah, I don't mind them doing that. But yeah, these are just some thoughts of what people are thinking about this. Yeah, it might be true because, like I said, everybody's talking positively about Game Pass right now. So it's like the big thing to talk about right now, Game Pass. So might be a true thing that Sony is trying to compete with Game Pass, or they're gonna step up the way how they compete with Game Pass. So yeah. So definitely want to see your comments about this down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching and peace.